Just off the A5 at High Cross lies Victoria Farm, home of Chris and Jill Rathbone. Every year, for one weekend in June, the farm becomes host to the Vintage Rally organised by the Midlands Group of the National Vintage Tractor and Engine Club, of which Chris is Midlands Group President. For visitors to the rally and exhibitors alike, it is all too easy to forget that the rally site is actually a busy dairy farm.
This will be the 14th year that the rally has been held on our land. It is always the third week in June when the farm is virtually taken over by the rally. This involves quite a bit of extra work for us, as the cows have to be taken back and forth across the road twice a day for milking, but we still look forward to it.
We found 58.5 acres here. I've been here since I was 3 months old, and that makes it 59 years I've been here altogether. My father died at 55 and taken over when he died. We built 43 dairy cows, and we also got 80 beef cows. Used to deliver milk loose from High Cross to we backed well, my dad started milk selling when he first came here.
One. One.
Looks well, Chris. Yeah. Tractor mate.
Yeah.
Any chance of a
Yeah.
bang bang?
I ain't put it on.
No, we'll come and give you a hand.
Yeah.
All right. Do you reckon we're going to need anything to connect it up?
No,
Because it's a
no,
different tractor.
no.
Should go straight on, will she?
Straight on.
Yeah, right. So, what do you want? Just can me and you do it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Hold on a minute, mate. Right, come on. Hold it there. Hey? 5 strides. 5? So he says, wait a bit then. Right then. Right. If we could rake this old gateway out here and put some crushed bricks in, what would, you know, we'd have the steamroller rolling it down, and we thought we'd probably have this corner here for road making display.
Oh,
you can see he's got all his that's it.
I thought you were going the other side.
What I'd like to do here is to put a gateway in here. Yeah. This is for the public to come in.
Yeah.
Right. We'll do the ditch, whatever wants doing to it.
So you're going to put the paint tent here?
No, they're going to pay as they come in the gate, and then they'll walk in here.
Oh.
I'll make it plain to you later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
you
is that all?
there, don't you?
Yeah. Is that all right?
Yeah. That's like.
Right. From now.
Steering event, so I know that we've had a few problems getting coal and you're not familiar with these tractors engines to be able to identify them. 3 years ago I think it was, and sort of seeing these tractors. One of the tractors from International Harvester, a late powerful machine, diesel. Diesel, single cylinder, two-stroke diesel. So basically a stationary engine mounted on wheels on a steam engine type chassis, as used by the American type steam engines, just a steel frame with the engine mounted on the top, and went out of the tractor production, but they did really have basically a successful design by 1900. The two British pioneers that were to make an impact in this country were the Biggleswade company of Dan Albone, which produced the Ivel tractor, and H.B. Saunderson of Bedford, who produced the Saundersons. But they survived and went into the tractor business that way. Another, of course, dramatic change came in 1917 when Henry frames on these girder type construction, as I was mentioning. The other unit construction was brought about by the Wallace Company, which was later taken over by Massey Harris, and that used a roll. Got his tractor finally produced in 1936 by David Brown, who was then a family gear manufacturing business. Produced a manufacturing plant they set up at Ferguson Park in the States to fill that end of the market after the collapse of the Ford produced Ferguson tractors at that end. He was never really keen to manufacture it all. In the summer months that, of course, there was a certain fire risk.
winner of the Best in Show of the commercials. Number 37, Mr. Whittle, the Foden tractor. If you could draw the winner forward so that you'd like to do a lap of honour, please. And then perhaps when you come round for the second time, the other drivers would like to form up and lead out to the parking area behind you. Very beautifully turned out. Well worth a close examination when he gets back to the parking area. Foden tractor unit in the livery of a fairground contractor. Indeed, a beautiful turnout by Whittles of left. Get dark till 10 o'clock. We're told that the bar and the catering stall at the bottom of the field are now selling off a lot of food at cut prices. From that time in and have access up to the bottom entrance to the arena. And a reminder to the steam engine crews, approximately 40 minutes time we shall need the steam engines for the winching demonstration, and we would be very grateful if they could be prompt to enable us to keep the arena events moving. That's the steam engine parachute. The steam engines. We've had a couple of items here. We've had an item handed in. It's a small black purse. If you've lost a small black purse, if you could report to admin. Large ploughing engine go around with this horizontally mounted winch drum, which was flat as a forest. So the forest roads would be, the traction engine itself would be hooked up to the belt on a large saw bench, and with the price of wire rope, I would imagine these days some of these engines probably are not fitted with the full length of wire.
A fold in the middle, so it's easier to transport and so forth. Another wartime vehicle going around is this Morris commercial quad. It's called a quad simply because it's a slow type of vehicle, probably do about 35 miles an hour flat out, but would tow a gun. That basically is a wartime military vehicles display, but now come to some of the post-war. The one just passing the arena now is a Comma Q4 lorry. This has got a 6-cylinder overhead valve petrol engine. I very assure you that all the parts for the Jeep are being remade. And you could, if you wanted to, spend enough money, you could rebuild a Jeep from scratch with new parts. Not all of them are made in America, a lot of them are copied. So you have to be very careful as to what you buy as regards spares. But I think the Jeep is one of the most popular out of all the military vehicles. And they're fetching quite a bit of money now. They don't seem to turn in its own length, rather like a dodging car on the fairground. Very, very interesting car. The bond register of right, okay. We're confusion reigns here, but we've got another MG there, and this is an MG, the GT, and this is the V8 engine version. Don't we mention earlier that Buick V8? Well, that is not the engine that's in the Buick here, but the GT V8, the limited production run of about 260 brake horsepower from the engine at that time. I think the again, and also
the newcomers. Always get some interesting vehicles at Claybrooke. And there we have the Clio leading out the parade of motor vehicles. Starting for the 1970s.
We are not professionals like the RAF display team. The team you will see here today is made up being taught on the lead, that in top level competition, normally through the tunnel. Notice the yellow points on the catwalk and the seesaw. And well done now. Now through the fire. Oop. Onto the seesaw, nice and steady. Through the tunnel. The reef poles. Through the tyre. Catwalk. And over the jump. And well done, it kept running up. Ready for the seesaw. Up on the A-frame. Missed out the fire jump. Over the table.
Pacemaker there. Oh, well done, Derek. He said he'd bring something different to Claybrooke. Well, he's brought a winner. This ED40 owned by Mr. R. Brown. Oh, well done, sir. I think it's the first time we've had an ED40 here, and you've picked a winner as well. 13-year-old schoolboy that restored this one. Well, he's a bit older now, but Ray Smith from Brighton on Dunsmore. Award for the best sportsman. Well, Robert Holt wants to present this one, so we're going to let Robert present his own trophy, which is orange, just pre-war standard Fordson. So,
All too soon, the rally is over for another year. The crowds and the cars disappear. Chris's cows can have their field back again, and life at Victoria Farm can get back to normal.